let's talk follow-up. Why is it important? How much should we do? And more importantly, why are we so afraid to do it? Michael Baird here with Baird Group Realty, coming to you with another episode of Real Estate Success Supercharger. Follow-up can be a dirty word sometimes. It's something that we don't like doing. We feel like we're bugging our clients. We feel like we're not providing value, and we feel like we're just calling and asking for a paycheck. If you're doing it for those reasons, you're not really doing it right. So let's dig into how we can make our follow-up better and why it is so important to follow up and follow up frequently. What we find with new agents coming in all the time is that people get over their fear of getting on the phone. They don't mind calling clients, calling leads, having that first conversation. But then once you do have a good conversation, there's a little bit of fear of failure when you're following up. Why is that? It's because we've had a good conversation, and now if we call again and it doesn't go well, that's a failure in our minds. That is a mindset we need to completely change. We need to wipe out, and we need to really focus on the follow-up. The reasons we follow up are very important. We follow up to provide value, we follow up to show that we're a resource, and we follow up for the client. If we're following up for ourselves, for our selfish reasons, then our follow-up is going to fall flat. But if we work on following up for the client, providing value, talking about market conditions, talking about new listings, talking about things the client really cares about, our follow-up is going to be much more meaningful, much more impactful, and really be a benefit to the client and result in more business for us. So talking about how much we should follow up, this is a really important one. We're going to talk to clients for the first time. They're going to say, I'm a year out, I'm 6 months out, I'm 2 years out. Most agents are going to take that at face value, and if they say they're a year out, they're going to follow up in 10 months, if ever. What I found is that more often than not, clients, especially buyers, can tell little white lies, and if they say they're a year out, you usually can cut that in half, if not more. So what tends to happen is you say, your client says, hey, I'm a year out, okay, we'll follow up in 10 months. Oh, well, hey, thanks for following up, Michael, but I just bought a house 3 months ago. That has happened too many times for me to count to both me and other agents I know. So when we're following up, my rule is ask for forgiveness rather than asking for permission. We've heard that in other areas, right? But if a client says they're a year out, call them again in a week, right? Call them, make that connection, make sure that the information you're getting them is looking good, tell them something about the market. And then if they keep telling you, hey, I'm not looking for another year, back off a little bit, but we would much rather have to ask for forgiveness than call a client in 6 months and find out that they already bought a house or already sold their house. So when it comes to follow-up, be consistent with it, provide value, and if you do those things, if you're great about your follow-up, your real estate career is going to be what you want it to be. You're going to make as much money as you want, and you're going to help a ton of people. So remember, follow-up is key. Stick to it, be great at it, and make your career what you want it to be. Michael Baird, Real Estate Success Supercharger. Hope you have a great day.